Locked On Spartans, your daily podcast on the Michigan State Spartans, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
You're not Mel Tucker.
I tried to get in with an alias and it didn't. It worked actually. I'm here. I told you. I catfished you.
Really wanted Mel Tucker on the show, but
you can't escape me.
It's kind of Muldowney of SpartanAvenue.com. He's here to join us today on a fantastic Backwards Hat Wednesday edition of Locked On Spartans. Anything I can do on my end to hide my hairline is how I operate when it comes to hats. Connor, you just pull off the hat look in general. So whatever reason to do it for, it's working over there on that side of the camera. Let me tell you that.
I was actually just trying to be like you, to be honest.
See, here we go again. I'm trying to get like you, big guy. That's right. So before me and Connor just compliment each other for the next 28 straight minutes, hey, just want to thank you all for making Locked On Spartans your first listen every single day. Please rate, review, and subscribe to the podcast or the YouTube show. Comment below. Let us know who has the better backwards hat look right now. The answer is Connor, but hey, if you just want to throw it out there anyway, go for it. Hey, if you also want to hit us up with a question, lockedonspartans@gmail.com. Connor, hey, how on earth are you doing, man? You have not melted as the temperatures have reached almost 212 degrees here in the great state of Michigan. Is life good on your end, or how are we doing?
I'm functioning to the best of my abilities, I would say, with no air conditioning, and it's like the hottest day of all time, so... You're catching me before I just collapse to the ground. This is like my flu game right now.
Just the fact that you made it this late, a peek behind the curtain. This is 8:30 at night on Tuesday. The fact that you've made it this far, very just wow. I'm speechless. I don't even know what words to say. So take
this is me to the weather.
Let's go. Play the hits, Connor. Let's go. That's right. Weather's down here. This is if you're listening to the podcast, me and Connor are doing the same bit we do every single time, which is hovering your hand about 6 inches above the ground. So, Connor, we got so much to talk about. There's so much news going on around Michigan State. I don't even know if we'll get to it all today, but we'll start segment one with just talking about the news of the day. And it is, are you sitting down for this? Are you sitting down for this?
Yes. Okay.
Hopefully the listeners and the viewers at home are sitting down for this because this is from Matt Wenzel. That's right, of MLive. He covers Michigan State football. He says, Mel Kiper released his first 2023 NFL draft position rankings, and he has Michigan State's Bryce Baringer #1 amongst punters and kickers. That's a mic drop. Let's go. Did you have an instant reaction? Listen, this is the news we get to talk about as we approach late May. I do have a take, though, that I want to actually.
Yeah, give him the Ray Guy Award, like right now. Like why is he even playing?
See, okay, we're aligned here. Yeah, this is all just a farce. This is a waste of time for everyone else, but it's exciting. And like, listen, we all know that Bryce Baringer is one hell of a punter. Like when I had Ryan O'Blennis on, I think it was last week or 2 weeks ago. It was a true or false question of how many MSU players would get first team All Big Ten. I set the over under at like 2 or 2.5, and like Bryce Baringer is probably going to be one of those guys. Yeah. So like, there's one right there. Tell me how off base I am, because I know I'm being off base, but I just need someone to check me. This is like the best part of having a fun guest on, like you, is that I get to just say whatever, but I don't get to go too far because I'm checked on. I was at that 2018 MSU versus Ohio State game where their punter, I believe it was, what was the guy's name? I tried to block it on my memory. Drew Chrisman, I believe his name was.
Oh, God.
Basically punted Ohio State to a win. And I'm already it took me about 13 seconds today to put myself in the mindset of like Bryce Baringer will win us at least 6 games this fall. Like, true or false? How about that for a true or false question?
No, the friend in me wants to support that. Okay. I like the way you're thinking.
Okay, I'll take that. I'll stop listening now. Yeah.
Probably like 5 or 6 games off, I would say. So he's going to win us 11 or.
Is it more? Let's go. Yeah. Let's go.
I could see there have been games where. State's on the wrong side of these like field position battles. I think
of course
the Michigan game in 2015 when we won thanks to the punter, but like that whole game, Blake O'Neal was killing us. Just killing. Like he was the MVP of that game until the last snap. So like, if they had won that game, he would have been the MVP. But something happened. I think that Baringer could be responsible for like one or two. Yeah, I think like whoa or something. I don't know what to say.
Something happened. Yeah, no, I'm drawing a blank there. If anyone can refresh my memory, lockonspartans@gmail.com as to what happened in 2015 at the big house between the Michigan State Spartans and the Michigan Wolverines. Yeah, please. I'm a little fuzzy.
I don't remember.
Sorry. Yeah, no, really tied one out over Memorial Day weekend. I'm suffering from amnesia. So yeah, it is what it is. So this is like the exciting news that is here in late May, because I talked about this on yesterday's show as we do a transition here into the other sport. There's a lot of sports at East Lakes. I shouldn't say other sport. There are multiple sports. The other sport that the bulk of people care about. Sorry, to put it bluntly. It's not.
I'm just trying to get canceled today. That's fine.
God. Yeah, God.
We care about
that's
all
not fair.
But too.
That's not fair, because Morgan Beadlescomb and the whole Michigan State track and field team doing sensational work. I mean, I should not slander the other sports like this. That is unfair.
And don't forget golf.
No, never forget golf. No, James Pyatt's taking us to the Holy Land.
Exactly.
He's getting the Grand Slam next year. You heard it here first. So yeah, jot that down. Write the date down. The first time I ever had a prediction that went right on this podcast.
Not to get all devotee on everybody. Let's stick to the sports.
Well, hold on here. I can see where he comes from in some cases. I'm just a horn short of it. Come on now. That's a reference that 13 people tops will understand.
No, I think anybody who's a Michigan State fan on Twitter will understand that reference.
Okay, all right, fair enough. That hasn't been just instant blocked by him. Anyway, as we get to Michigan State's assistant basketball coaching search, I talked about in yesterday's show that the announcement could be made today. Izzo talked last week with Audrey Dahlgren of WLNS that it's going to be coming within the week. Okay, more than a week has passed. And I talked about yesterday that I'm not really like too overly concerned on a real note, like that it has taken this long, nearly 2 months to fill this vacancy. I want to pick your brain about it. Like, are you bothered that it's taken this long, or where are you kind of at with the whole just radio silence on that front for nearly 2 months?
I mean, the fact that Izzo has already said that he's not even entertaining the portal anymore. It's just like before that, I was like, yeah, we need an assistant to kind of, get the ball rolling and help recruit the portal and kind of give him some tips on how to even use it. Like, I don't even know if he knows how it works.
Yeah.
But I'm not super worried. It is kind of weird that it's about to be June and we don't know who is going to coach our team this summer. I feel like Izzo's kind of just trolling, because he's at the point where like he's probably heard so many people being like, you need to do this, you need to do that. So now he's just like, you know what? He probably already hired somebody and he's just not telling anybody.
And that funnels right into this theory that I have that I wanted to bounce off you. And I told you before we started recording that, like, I started this theory like a month ago, actually, as like a 10%, no, like a 90% joke, 10% serious. Now I think that 10% serious is bumped all the way up to like 99% with this theory. So I want to bounce it off you here as I just ramble for a little bit. So as some people may know, I'm a Jeopardy fan. I was going to say I'm a Jeopardy aficionado, but that would require someone to be actually competent at playing Jeopardy. No, I just like watching 7:30 every night and getting humbled to oblivion by the questions. Anyway, when Alex Trebek sadly passed away, they had a slew of guest hosts parade themselves onto the show. And then at the end, they were going to pick from like one of the 14 people that were the hosts here. Connor, let's be honest, that is a passionate fan base watching this show. The Jeopardy contingent, we roll strong, baby. We roll strong. No matter who they were going to announce, the guy following Alex Trebek, it was not going to go well, whether it was Ken Jennings or the Reading Rainbow guy whose name I'm blanking on right now, Anderson Cooper, for example, or the guy that they went with, Mike Richards. Now, of course, he had his problems, but he was always going to be in a bad spot. Whoever's going to be announced host, the fan base was just going to come after him and be like, no, this is terrible, yeah. Do you know who else has a passionate fan base, Connor? The Michigan State basketball Spartans. Yeah. And it is tumultuous times right now. The fan base is kind of split. There's a civil war going on amongst us, but the show goes on, just like Jeopardy. Mia Bialik, I can never say her name correctly, and Ken Jennings are now effectively the host of Jeopardy. Do you know what they never did, though, after that? They never actually formally announced that they were going to be the host because they didn't want any backlash. Now, let me type the loose ends here. This is what I think Tom Izzo is doing right now. He has the guy. The guy's already in his office. The guy's already on the trail recruiting. He just isn't announcing anything formally just because he's so goddamn sick of this fan base. Like me. So hand up, I'm part of these people, just bitching and moaning about everything this offseason. And he's saying, you know what? No, I'm not getting out to the assistant coaches because you guys are just going to complain about it anyway. So let's just all move on. The world's going to turn. Enjoy your summer. So are you at least a little bought into that theory right now? Because after 2 months, I'm running out of ideas why it's been so long.
You sold me. You sold me. There is one coach that would unite the entire fan base. Everybody would agree on this guy. Do you know who that guy is?
I don't.
Well, there's two. There's two.
Okay.
I'll give you one. You get to get one guess.
Oh, I got to guess. Tom? Is it Tom? Is it that easy or no?
No, I was
okay.
Jay
chuckle
Wright
at that, so no, it's way off there. Instant chuckle.
Jay Wright and Coach K are the only coach.
Okay, yeah, that's
so like
it was that obvious. Yeah,
nobody is gonna like universally agree on whoever he hires. Like he knows that he's not stupid, but like to kind of tease that you're going to make the hire this weekend, which he probably has, like you said, he's probably made the decision. You know, the guy's probably out recruiting, but I mean, just do it. Just get it over with. Maybe you wanted to enjoy his Memorial Day weekend. I don't know. Just rip off the Band-Aid. You know, some people are going to agree. Some people are going to love it. Like, just do it. Like, we just saw Maurice Joseph get hired by Thad Matta. We're just like, okay, we thought that might be the guy. Like, who's the guy? Like,
yeah, I think Thad Matta got hired by Butler 2 days after Dwayne Stevens took the Western job, or it's vice versa. Something happened within 48 hours of each other, but at this point, kind of a moot point that 2 months have passed, and Thad Matta has filled out his entire staff before Izzo's found his replacement. But like, whatever. Like at the end of the day, like I'll try to sum up what I talked about yesterday in like a quick 15-second snippet. But it was always going to be a Michigan State guy. I don't think any of the guys that he was going to be after are hot commodities, and he has the time to drag his feet this long because all the guys that he's going after would happily leave their programs to come back home to Michigan State. So that's why I'm not like actually upset. Now, also irritated. Say what?
Team Green. I want Tom.
We're stoking those flames back? Yeah, we want Tommy Boy back? Let's go.
Want Tom.
Okay, wow. Tom's squared, huh?
Recruiter? Good recruiter.
Sure. Yeah.
He's been a head coach for what, like 20 years?
Sure, roughly. Yeah.
I mean, I don't care if he was terrible as a head coach for Georgia or wherever else he was, but
he can recruit though. He can
recruit. He got what's his name? Anthony Edwards.
Anthony Edwards, yeah. Georgia. Sure. I mean, he could sell a ketchup popsicle to a lady wearing white gloves. I mean, this is incredible. He's fantastic. So I don't hate that. Honestly, like I could talk myself into literally any person being like a good fit for assistant coach. Like, give me like literally any name and I could talk myself into.
John Beilein.
Like, yeah, see, sold. Okay, that's fine. That's a guy that knows the Big Ten. Yeah,
Michael
wisdom. He knows what words not to say during practice when he's around young African American men, and like he did in Cleveland. Lessons have been learned. So yeah, Beilein would be fine.
Matt McQuaid.
Quato Buckets, friend of the program, Matt McQuaid, is that right?
Yes.
Yeah, I would absolutely love. Yeah, I would have an inside track because we're always texting. We're not actually doing any of that. It would be great to have an inside source in the program.
Big friend.
Yeah, absolutely, sure. I kind of miss talking about football, to be honest.
This is depressing a little bit. What?
Well, it just is what it is. I mean, that's what it is. Like, hey, Izzo, whenever you want to give us something to like talk about, hey, we're here for you. Or if my theory holds true, like don't ever say anything, which I'm kind of on board with.
Show up in November with a new coach and
yeah. What?
Who's this guy?
Oh, him? Oh.
No big deal.
I kind of like that though. Like Izzo isn't going to announce him because like that's a kind of way to like break his assistant coach down to build him up. And like, oh no, this guy isn't even worth introducing. No, he's got to earn his name around here. Like he's got to get me at least a 5-star in the door before I start even mentioning his name. I have a
theory here too.
Okay, please.
So like, do you ever get like where you're supposed to be doing something and you kind of like hint at the fact that you're going to do it just to buy yourself more time to do it?
Oh, every day of my life. Yeah. Every day of my life. Yeah.
Like you just bring something up like out of the blue, like nobody asks you, like whatever. And you're just like, oh yeah, I'm going to mow the lawn today or tomorrow. And then you just bought yourself 2 more days because you know it's on your mind. Like the person you're telling is like, oh, he's thinking about it. That's fine.
I like that. That. Wow.
The mow the lawn
there's some truth halfway. There's some truth halfway between our two theories right now.
Could be both.
It could be. It could be.
It could be. Somehow.
I wish I had a better segue because I was just going to say like, hey, we're going to talk about our favorite moments of the MSU football offseason coming up, but there's no good segue. My brain is
that was good though.
At 80% capacity. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, you like that. But first, Connor, I'm actually going to keep you on camera right now because you have to be a chaperone for me. Because the last time I did ad reads with you, it was you would have thought I was drinking for the better part of 3 straight days. Because I got to talk to the fine folks about the lovely, lovely family people at Rock Auto. Connor, do you drive a car?
I do.
Can you name at least 2 car parts on your car? Because I sure can't on mine. Can you just name 2 car parts?
A wheel and a steering wheel.
Connor, you are in luck because Rock Auto has both. Connor, why, with the ever-increasing numbers of makes and models, it is now impossible for your local chain auto parts store to stock all the parts you ever need. Why would you endure pointless, seemingly, or just seemingly intimidating or pointless questioning like, hey, does your car need a steering wheel? Does your car need a wheel? Does your car need a shkabibble babber? Like, I don't know. That could be a car part for all I know. Who's to say? I'm not a car person. I've gone over this many a time. I'm an idiot when it comes to cars, but luckily, the opposite of idiots work at Rock Auto, and they treat you, the customer, with respect. They're not going to bilk you for 25, 50, or even 100% more for the same car part that you can just get on their website that other guys are going to charge you because it's nonsense. You would only pay that much, Connor, if you were what? Say clown. Say clown. Say clown.
Clown.
A clown, Connor. Thank you. God, you would only pay those ridiculous prices if you were a clown, but you're not a clown. You're a smart person. You use Rock Auto. So go to rockauto.com right now and see all the parts available, more than wheels, more than steering wheels available for your car or truck, right? Locked on there. Hey, how'd you hear about us, box? So, they know that we sent you. Amazing selection, reliably low prices, all the parts your car will ever need. That's rockauto.com. And before I let Connor Muldowney eventually speak again the rest of the episode, we have an important favor to ask you, actually. Yes, we've put together a survey so we can learn more about listeners like you and make your favorite Locked On podcast even better. This is your opportunity to tell us what you like and don't like about Locked On Podcast. Oh, God. Go to lockedonpodcast.com/survey right now and get started. It won't take very long, and everyone that completes a survey can qualify for a chance to win one of 10 $100 Ticketmaster gift cards. That's right. So you can see the Michigan State football Spartans take on those Western Michigan Broncos September 2nd. To take our audience survey, go to lockedonpodcast.com/survey. Thanks for your help. Connor, how would you improve this survey? Or is it the answer just booting me off here completely?
I think this is perfect. I think it's perfect.
Okay. All right. Well,
I definitely won't be taking the survey anonymously for actual tips and fixes.
Just all fixes.
No, I won't be. I'm being on. I won't at all.
Okay. Well, yeah. No. Yeah, I'm just acting like I can't see your face right now. That's showing quite the opposite reaction, but that's okay. Connor, 2 very recent events happened that are one of my favorite. That's nice. 2 things happened are one of my favorite parts. 2 things have happened recently that are 2 of my favorite parts of the college football offseason, as I can speak coherently now. And that is college football win totals coming out, the over-unders. I do love that part of the college football offseason. So that's always fun. And also, Connor, it's true. Bowl projections have come out as well. And I got to say, I'm going to add a third kickoff times as well. I do love that part of the college football offseason. So with that said, I'm just going to bebop around, talk about favorite parts of the Michigan State football offseason. And the bowl projections is one I actually have not talked about. And I just want to bring this up right now because I want to talk about it with you. 2 outlets have MSU in the Duke's Mayo Bowl right now. Instant reaction, Connor Muldowney. Hit me.
Hashtag disrespect. 100%.
Yeah, okay.
But, I mean, that's – I don't even know, what – I know South Carolina was in it last year, and they had to pour the mayo on the coach, and they knocked him out almost with the yeah. That's all I know about the Duke's Mayo Bowl. I don't know how good you have to be to make it. I have no idea. I don't know anything about it, but I dislike it. I don't like it. It's not New Year's 6. I don't care about
it. The fact you were able to give me a team that played in it last year is remarkable.
My brain is gigantic.
Yeah, well, of course, just filled with mayo thoughts and just great head on the shoulders of Connor Muldowney right there. So that's just one thing though, because listen, I'm like that with March Madness too. Like I'll start looking at bracketology second week of November and start complaining and crying up and down about where MSU is seated, wondering if we can get through to the Sweet 16 or sneak by to the Final Four. There's nothing like reading bowl projections in the dead of May when all these games, it was more recent that they happened than it is when they actually get played next. I know I articulated that
depressing,
but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah,
it's so that's one of my favorite parts of the MSU football off season. Do you have any, or if not, I can keep rambling. You know me, you know how I can go, Connor.
I love like ranking season, like fake like lists, like head coach rankings or quarterback rankings. It's just like some of them are valid. Like you get the ones where they actually make sense. Some are like Mel Tucker's the number 24 head coach in the Power 5 Power 5, so he's not even a top 25 coach in the country.
Right.
Which, I mean, I don't know. I just think coach rankings, player rankings, like all this stupid like favorite posts. I mean, I'm guilty of writing those, but that's also my favorite to read because I feel like I'm always right, which I'm not. But I love reading how wrong other people are.
So like for the longest time, this is only going to make sense to the people on Twitter, but Big Game Boomer, like he's a guy that ranks like literally everything. Like I think he ranks like cafeterias now at this point. Like he has ranked everything there is possibly to rank under the sun. And for the longest time, I couldn't tell if he was like doing a bit because some of the rankings were just like
trolls,
bad, but not horrible. And I know Barstool does this too. They'll like intentionally put out fake rankings and it's like, oh, survey from like the American Science Society, like, oh yeah, ASS came up with this, like, but like everyone buys it and everyone argues about it. Connor, do you want to start making BS lists about college football and just like?
I mean, how else are we going to get like 30,000 followers?
I was going to say we also got like 3 months left of this offseason too. This is a great way to
do some damage. We could do some serious damage.
Okay. We're going to come up.
Wait, who's going to be in charge of the PowerPoints though? Because I'm not well versed.
I can do PowerPoint. Now, as far as like Excel goes, no shot. Word,
that's what I mean. Excel, yeah.
I'll do PowerPoints and then like I'll screen record and then I'll put the videos on Twitter. And I'm going to edit all this out so like no one knows that we're going to do this. So it's going to be a big surprise. But like, yeah, that's 100% what we're going to do here in the near future.
I like that.
We'll get in the lab and we'll start.
We have to make as many people mad as possible. We already do that. We already do plenty of that. But I feel like
that's just like baseline our existence right there. But like, yeah, we could kick it up a notch here in a little bit. Like, man, like, okay, so for example, like we'll do top 5 Big Ten stadiums, and we'll do like number 1 Horseshoe in Columbus, number 2 like Nate Lyons, and then like number 3
Kyle Field or something.
Yeah, Kyle Field. Right.
Is it Ryan? Is it Ryan Field or Kyle Field?
Ryan Field is Northwestern, but
Kyle
Field I think is Texas A&M, and I kind of like that actually. Throw in a not Big Ten school at all, like get the people going like that. I think we're onto something there too. Yeah,
there we go.
I really think we will.
A lot of people are going to get unreasonably angry at this.
Good. Yeah, 100%. Good.
I mean, I'm bored, so.
Yeah. I'm bored to tears every single day. Yeah. So, so when I'm back at the office tomorrow and the boss walks by, it's like, what are you working on? Why do you have that fake U of M mascot? You've seen the fake U of M mascot. It's like that. It's like
the nasty Wolverine.
Yeah. It's like Elmo was like put in a washing machine with like blue popsicles and just came out like all tattered. And he also picked up a cocaine addiction. Like he just looks horrendous. Like, yeah. Like, what are you doing on your computer? It's like,
don't worry about it.
Yeah, leave me alone, boss. And then I get served my pink slips. And
we could rank like the drivability of the roads on campuses.
Okay, I like that too. Just like the most inane rankings possible.
Best like Tuesday night bar nights on certain campuses. Like who has the best Tuesday night atmosphere?
Yeah, I like that a lot. Head coach that would have like the hottest ex-girlfriends ranked, like something like just really off color like that. Like we're gonna branch out a lot of different areas here. Yeah,
5 coaches who could cook the perfect steak.
Yeah. 5 coaches at and then we'll like add someone could personally beat up. So that, and then we'll tag all the coaches too. Like we're gonna throw them under the bus too, for sure. Yeah,
I'm in.
All right. We're sold. This is a great segment. This has gone completely off the rails, but I kind of like the direction this has gone here. Off the rails is the best way to go. Anyway, yeah, like all I was going to say about the offseason too, this is completely on a tangent. On a tangent is someone is going to drop a black jersey at it for Michigan State eventually this offseason, and then we all get excited about it and then start to theorize what game this will possibly be worn during. That's like the other thing that's like completes my Mount Rushmore of things I'm most excited for in the offseason for Michigan State football is the black jersey at it.
I think there's like some real possibility of that under Mel Tucker. Like we've seen, over the years, we've seen Gruff Sparty edits all the time.
Yeah.
And then like it got presented to Tucker and he was just like, yeah, let's do it.
I think it will happen this year.
Actually. Dude, like a black, like all black with like maybe neon incorporated. That would make. I can't tell if this is like a happy like.
No, I'm all in because if you're talking the basketball jerseys, like the black ones with the neon Spartan head, like I actually love those. Now the full neon ones, I hate those, but like the accents,
the neon accents go with black so well. Oh,
can I say one more thing that might have me fall out of the chair because I'm now getting really excited? But you take the Gruff Sparty helmet and you put and you neon Gruff Sparty.
Oh, I just got goosebumps.
Let's go.
Goosebumps.
You know what? I'm going to add Mel Tucker here right now. Hold on. Let me.
Okay. What about this logo in neon and black?
Oh yeah. We are in the lab right now. We're cooking right now. Don't let us get
and like the Greek like things in neon on the shoulder.
Sure. Those always play. I've never seen those like on the MSU uniform and it not just being a certified banger. Like that's some of the best stuff right there. That's awesome. Do you have any others? Like this is incredible. Do you have any other favorites of the offseason before I tweet at Mel Tucker that we have some great ideas?
Official visit season is fun. Now it is because I feel like there has to be news, and like everybody's such a recruiting like crackhead now. Where
yes.
I mean, we just need the news. We need it. We still have guys asking about Keontae Goodwin possibly flipping still, and it's it's too late. He's already gone. But like we're one person in particular, but I'll keep that to myself.
We play to a crowd of 8 people here when me and you hop on the
I'm a niche guy. I'm a niche guy. I think recruiting is getting more excited, but like if we're looking for like something kind of funny off-season stuff, oh man, the hype videos.
Oh god. Andy H RCMB dropped another certified banger today, and like that's a man that needs no introduction. But if you're one of the few people, I have no idea who I'm talking about. Andy H RCMB on YouTube. He is this fan base's Mother Teresa. He just provides happiness, and that's it. Yeah. Actually, I don't think he would be bothered by this, but like I actually DM'd him. I was like, hey, do you want to show up on the podcast? He said like, no thanks. He was very respectful, declined, and I respect the hell out of that. This man just uploads glory for Michigan State. He brings happiness to Michigan State fans like me, and he wants zero notoriety about it whatsoever. Like he wants. All he does is just come in, blesses you with greatness, and then just walks away. And then he's never on schedule for the next time. But do you know what, Connor? He's always on time. Andy HRCMB is the GOAT.
Wait,
the GOAT.
He said no to you? He actually DM'd me out of the blue the other day and asked if I was doing a podcast that he could come on.
Oh, shoot. Well, he will be taking the survey. That is locked on /survey. LockedOnPodcast.com/survey. So he has already probably filled out his right there. The request of just
this is awkward. This is awkward.
Just stop doing it. Connor, I got a bit that I want to do with you.
Yes.
Next segment. We did it last week. It's start one, bench one, cut one. We'll go through a few. I know we're coming up on time right now, as we always do whenever we hop in the lab here. I just, waste your nights as I just babble. And but first, got to talk to the fine folks about BetOnline.net. Connor, NBA Finals right around the corner, starting Thursday, which I still feel like is like 2 weeks away. Do you have a bet? Like, who do you think is going to win this series, I guess? Right now, it's Golden State -150 on BetOnline.net.
I'd take Golden State. I would take Golden State.
I like that too. Can I interest you in Draymond Green Finals MVP at 22-1 right now, which is what BetOnline.net has? Can I interest you in that?
Make it like 50-1, and I'm all in.
I will call the fine folks at BetOnline.net and see what I can do. I don't know if that's how it works, but hey, it's worth it. It's worth a shot every once in a while, folks. BetOnline.net is the continued #1 source for all your sports betting needs and sports info. Find all the latest odds, news, and sports developments, including this year's basketball playoffs. Hey, we just talked about that, Connor. How crazy is that? Major League Baseball scores. I don't even care to talk about that. I hate the Tigers. Fights and even next season's NFL futures, they kill me, man. Anyway, BetOnline is your continued source for all your sports wagering information from live betting to playoffs, esports, and more. So head to the website today. Use your mobile device. Learn more about the trends in action. That is at BetOnline, where the game starts. Connor, start one, bench one, cut one. I reached out in desperation to the fine folks on Twitter. I was like, hey, give me a list of 3 things. I'm going to start one, I'm going to bench one, I'm going to cut one. It is the very G-rated version of a game that you may or may not have played with some friends, some family members, co-workers. Yeah, that's...
it has a different name?
I like my sponsors. I'm not going to go any further than that. That's where we're going to keep it right there. You know what? We've had such a fun time talking about neon uniforms last one. We're going to go with this one. Neon uniforms. Actually, I'm sorry. There's a note that I had to add here. This is from Graham Couch, actually. Graham Couch included this one because it goes neon uniforms, college refs, and me as your starting shooting guard. But by me, he means himself, Graham Couch. So let me say that one more time. It's neon uniforms, college refs, Graham Couch as your starting shooting guard.
Oof.
Start one, bench one, cut one.
Yeah, am I going first?
Oh yeah, you are. Oh yeah. You're first to dance, Connor.
Okay.
Yeah, we're throwing in the hot seat.
I think the start one is a fairly obvious, it's going to be a universal decision to neon uniforms. No matter how much you hate them, It's the best option of the bunch.
Wow, the best option of the bunch. Okay,
it's no disrespect to Graham Couch because I'm sure he's a mean jumper. I'm sure he just drains it from anywhere on the floor. I'll go with Graham as the shooting guard because you can kind of mask a useless player. No offense, Graham.
Wow. No offense. How can you say that with no offense at the end of it?
You're terrible at basketball. No offense. No.
Yeah, no disrespect.
But you can just stick him in the corner and he'd shoot. Nobody. He might get like 20 feet of room there. Nobody might even guard him, so he might get some open looks.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go with bench Graham as the starting shooting guard, and then I'm gonna go cut college refs because they're awful.
I'm cutting college refs. That's a no-brainer right there. And so I'm going to start Graham Couch because, listen, you got to have a confident shooting guard. And Graham talks very highly of his game. And if, just like you're saying, they're going to leave him open 20 feet away, like he's going to
get hot. Oh yeah, don't let him get hot.
And then 1 turns to 2, and then 2 turns to 4, and 4
he's
turns
walking
to
on
8.
the floor like...
Oh, big time. Oh my God, are you kidding me? Yeah, so no, like... I like a shooting guard with some moxie. Graham Couch has that moxie. So we're going to start Graham Couch. And also, not every neon uniform is great. I'm sorry. Like, no. I wish... I don't know how many people remember this, but it was the spring game circa, what was it, 2018 or 2019, whatever it was, whenever they rolled out the neon jerseys. And poor Joe Bocci had to look at this neon jersey and talk it up. I don't have that in me. I can't talk up that neon jersey. Now, there are some neon uniforms I do like we just talked about, the black with the neon accents. That's very cool, but it's hit or miss with the neon for me. So, yeah, I'm going to start Graham Couch as my shooting
I'm not
guard.
saying I'm the biggest neon fan in the world. I'm just saying that...
I understand. Yeah.
Yeah. No disrespect to the rest.
So, I think if this is a needle, if I could get my arm centered to this camera, which I'm having a horrible time doing, I think you're like here... on neon, I think I'm like right here. Is that fair? Like you're 3/4 of the way in neon?
I'm a black and neon. I would be a little bit like there. Yeah, like right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Nice.
Like I could be moved by neon if it's done right.
Yeah.
But if it's done wrong, I'm just
2 very opposite ends of the spectrum. Like it either looks awesome or it looks like it looks like a roller derby uniform.
Yeah.
It's not good. So yeah. Okay. 1 down, you got 1 under your belt. How do you feel about it so far? I'm
a big fan.
See, there we go. Bang. This is another great one right here. I hope I'm saying her name right because I love this lady. Jan Alleman Trumbull, Sparty, Johnny Spirit. Now, I did have to Google her, and of course, when it popped up, I was like, oh my God, of course that's who she is.
Is that the clapping lady?
Miss Trumbull is the lady at the Michigan State basketball games who she has the pom-pom or towel or whatever she has or clapping it up. Like she is the hype factor.
Yes.
For the entire crowd.
Her name is Jan?
Jan, I believe. Yes. I really hope I'm saying that right. Okay. I could botch the most basic of names as I've done continuously on this podcast. Nothing but professional work over here. But yes, Miss Trumbull. So start 1, bench 1. Cut 1. That is Miss Trumbull. That is Sparty, and that is also Johnny Spirit right there. So
let's get the cut. Let's get the cut out of the way and just get rid of Johnny Spirit.
Yeah,
he's been on my list for a while.
You know, it's funny. It's either people absolutely effing love Johnny Spirit, or they absolutely effing hate Johnny Spirit. But oddly enough, like I think I'm in the minority. I find myself in the middle. Like I was like, okay, yeah, he's here, he's there. Like yeah, quirky, no doubt about it, quirky guy. But I don't know.
He charges people for like pictures and stuff.
I think
You're not that guy. You're not that guy.
I'm more here than I am here. Yeah. So, but it's
Johnny's just he's got to go. He's got to retire and go back to mom's basement or something. I think Johnny is cut. Jan, that's a tough one because she is starting material. She's 6-man material.
She could start on any other team in the
other
Big
team,
Ten,
but Sparty is that dude.
He is him. He's him when it comes to mascots.
Yes, he is him. Jan is her, but she's gonna be 6-man of the year.
She is her. Yeah.
So that was tough. That's a tough one. The cut was easy. The rest was tough.
If we can get Jan at the football games on the big screen there, like I think that bumps her up a little bit. But yeah, like we've got her pigeonholed to just one sport, and that's no fault of her own. Like this is some Alan Haller and the administration.
She's built for basketball games. Let's be honest.
Oh yeah, 100%, and always the best seats in the house too. She's like halfway up the lower boulevard in the 50-yard line for these basketball games. It's like, wow, look at you. So yeah, I feel so bad saying bench her though. She seems like such a sweet lady.
But she's the 6-man of the year. I don't think you're feeling bad for her.
That's true. I got put myself into that mindset. Yeah. That's true. But yeah, I mean, start the best college mascot
in the world.
Mascot in the world. Yeah, I don't think that's too biased. I don't think we're being too big of MSU Homer saying that. I mean, just look at him. He's great. He's versatile. He does it all. He can dance. He can plant a flag. He can.
Anybody that can do a one-handed push-up in a mascot uniform, like you're getting started.
Dude, I'm not even joking. Right? I don't even know if I could do a two-handed push-up in that Sparta uniform. It weighs like about 35 to 40 pounds. I hear. Like it weighs a lot. It's also a lot of weight.
That's a lot of weight. In the summer too, like in the early games. Ugh.
Oh, dude! Like, forget about it. Forget about it here, man.
I wonder. I'm not even gonna go into like gross specifics. I'm sure it's not a pleasant thing to be inside.
No. 2 years ago, I interviewed someone that was a Sparty, one of my buddies. I gotta see if he wants to do the show again because I'd just love to just rehash everything.
If he doesn't, I'm here.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You're Plan B for Mel Tucker. You'll be Plan B for Sparty. Yeah. You'll just talk for everyone here. I'm excited for when the Warriors win the NBA Finals. I'll try to get Draymond on, and you got to speak as if you're Draymond Green.
I can do that.
Yeah, there we go. See, cooking with gas here now. Well, Connor, we've been going a very long time. This is, of course, my fault, and I got to be transparent right now. It's because I'm procrastinating, because what I have to do after this is I got to change out the garbage disposal in this house, and I'm not looking forward to that at all. So that's why I'm just filibustering here today to keep kicking.
You know what you should do? You should say, I'm going to do it today or tomorrow. Boom, you have until the weekend.
It was right in front of me the whole time. I got until Father's Day weekend if I keep doing that. I can stretch that mile pretty far.
No, just say, I'm going to do it this week. That's like a whole week.
Oh, just blanket or like, since it's at the beginning of the month. It's like,
I'll do it in June.
I'm going to get it in June. Yeah.
How crucial is this? Like, do you have issues of like, there's like food coming out of it and stuff?
When we use that side of the sink, it leaks and then that water trickles down into the basement. But then again, like indoor pool. Like that's just what I'll call that. Like we'll just
the spin zone in this on this podcast is unbelievable. Yeah,
it's about how you interpret life, Connor. You know, we're here to make lemonade out of lemons, and if water trickling down in the basement is what we have to do to say that, hey, we now have an indoor pool in the basement, like so be it. I don't see how that.
Or you could just say you don't know how to do it. You like get to it, you knock a few pipes, and you're I don't know how.
Just bang it with a wrench 5 times, and I don't. We just don't have a sink now. We don't use a sink now. This is life now. Go to the back, use a gardening hose if you need to rinse a dish. I don't know what to tell you. So, all right, perfect. Connor, this is a delight. Anything you want to plug right now? Like literally anything you want to plug right now?
I'm just here for you, honestly. I mean, you can go to SpartanAvenue.com or you can follow me at Connor Muldowney. But other than that, I'm chilling.
And stay tuned to some rankings coming out here.
Oh my gosh, yes. If you want rankings, you better check out both of our Twitters.
Yeah, got to.
Unless we make a burner and just like, no, we got to do it. We got to be transparent.
Yeah, we're gonna stay esteemed professionals here, and use our personas. So, okay. Yeah. I like that. Well, until then, everyone, love you all. Go green. Thank you so much for making Locked On Spartans your first listen. Now go make Locked On Big Ten your second listen. It's with my guy, Nate Dickinson. Free and available on all platforms. And hey, if you're like me, if it's free, it's for me. You'll enjoy that podcast as well. Connor, go enjoy the rest of your night. I'll call you if I need help with the garbage disposal, if you don't mind. So thank you in advance.
All right. I'm already down the block. I'm waiting for you.
Oh, cool. All right. See you out there. All right.